السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد أشرف المرسلين عليه الصلاة والسلام على آله وصحبه وسلم أجمعين. In this part we're going to talk about the death of Abdul Muttalib. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam lived in the loving guardianship of Abdul Muttalib for a period of 2 years. When he turned 8, Abdul Muttalib also bid this world farewell, meaning passed away. Depending on the differences of opinion, he passed away at the age of either 82, 85, 95, 110 or 120. He was buried in Hajjun. Since Abu Talib was Abdullah's blood brother, Abdul Muttalib consigned Rasulullah ﷺ to the charge of Abu Talib, and he made a bequest urging him to bring him up with great affection and care and with the greatest of love. Ayman radiyallahu anha says, when Abdul Muttalib's funeral bier was being carried along, I saw Rasulullah ﷺ trudging along behind his bier, bitterly weeping in lamentation over his loss. Once Rasulullah ﷺ was asked whether he could recall the death of Abdul Muttalib, Rasulullah ﷺ replied, I was 8 at that time. Now in the guardianship of Abu Talib. Following the death of Abdul Muttalib, Rasulullah ﷺ was taken into the custody of his uncle Abu Talib. Rasulullah ﷺ was more beloved to him than his own children. He cared for him more affectionately than he cared for his own sons. Right up to his death, Abu Talib reared him with such love and affection that, as a matter of fact, he wholly fulfilled the right of guardianship. Alas, in spite of this devoted guardianship and loving care of Rasulullah ﷺ, he was deprived of the wealth of Islam. Following a severe drought in Mecca, on one occasion the people pleaded with Abu Talib to make dua for rain. Accompanied by a substantial number of people, Abu Talib together with Rasulullah ﷺ set out for the Masjid al-Haram. But Abu Talib then positioned Rasulullah ﷺ back against the Kaaba. He then pointed his index finger to the sky. There was not a smidgen of cloud in the sky, but the moment he pointed to the sky, clouds suddenly appeared all over the place. Within a few moments, it started pouring so much so that the rivers and streams started gushing with water. It was in this context that Abu Talib commented, وأبيض يستسقى الغمام بوجهه ثمال اليتامى عصمة للأرامل. Translates as, here Rasulullah ﷺ is a person whose illuminated face is exploited to draw rain from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is a sanctuary for the orphans and a refuge for the widows. The first journey to Syria and his encounter with the monk Bahira.